Sound off, Monday to Friday, and nationwide, 90 FM. This is Beanie Man, give it to them, Zaga, Zen. Sound off, Monday to Friday. Sound off, Monday to Friday. Sound off, Monday to Friday. And nationwide, 90 FM. This is Beanie Man. Give it to them. Zaga. Zen.
Welcome to Wellness Wednesdays. Yes, you're in the first half of the entertainment block, and I am Karen Design Diva Booker, and I'm joined alongside the DJ Shell Boss. Yes, DJ Jerome.
The building.
In the building. Yes, it is. So today is Wednesday, and of course, you know, it is Wellness Wednesdays.
Wellness Wednesdays.
Yes, so we're going to take care of our mind, our body, and our soul in... Yes, the Sound Off. And you know this is the hottest interactive radio show on the airwaves. So please get ready to sound off on all things. So if you are on YouTube, welcome to you. If you're on the radio, welcome to you. But if you're not yet in our space, please head on over to the Google App Store, Google Play Store rather. Download the Nationwide 90 FM app. Then you'll be able to share with us. You'll be able to interact with us. And you'll definitely be able to find us after you smash that notification button. So, you know, we always have a jam-packed show for you all the time. But guess what? Today, it is even more jam-packed. So, as you know, coming up right now is ripped from the headlines. Then we're going to have Talking Mine. After that, now we have the crowd favorite, which is...
What's on your lunch menu?
And the number to send your lunch dishes is 876-280-6629. When you send in those dishes, remember you have a responsibility. We need to know your name, and we also need to know the description of the meal. Very, very important. If you do not do that, you know what will happen, right? It's up to the mercy of us. And you know today's Wednesday, so you know what's going to happen. Everybody on YouTube will be voting, and they will be chiming in, and them don't nice. Right, Jerome? Them not nice at all. All right. So after that, no, we're going to have the design studio, and then we have 2 interviews rammed back to back about wellness. So stick and stay with us, right? We're just going to get into it. Let's do some work.
It's ripped from the headlines.
Here you go. So, dancehall artist Vybz Kartel is crying foul after a shared office building occupied by his attorney, Isaac Buchanan, was totally destroyed in a fire, including documents related to his murder case and several others. Senior Superintendent Patrick Gooden, the Jamaica Fire Brigade Divisional Commander for Kingston and St. Andrew, told the Jamaica Observer that it was impossible to salvage anything in the blaze, which occurred at the Duke Street, downtown Kingston office building after 2 a.m. last Thursday. One unit from York Park responded, and when they arrived at the location, they realized that the building was fully engulfed in flames, which required additional assistance from Trenchtown and Rollington Town stations, Gooden told the newspaper. The building was constructed of concrete and steel. A section was covered by slab roofing and another section covered by slab and zinc. It was totally destroyed, and we have not yet determined the cause. It's approximately 4 days now, but investigators have been there on several occasions trying to get details and trying to get as much evidence that can assist them to identify a cause. One of the things they identified was that the board flooring inside the building was something to pay attention to. Although a cause has not been determined, Cardell condemned the act as malicious and mocked those supposedly responsible for their ignorance. Boy, feds boy them burned down John Clark Isaac Buchanan office thinking they could destroy the files. It's 2024. Files are stored on cloud, you idiots, he tweeted on Tuesday. Whoever did that was a very dogged and wicked act. You understand what I'm saying, Jerome?
Yeah.
Like, seriously, we think you're going to, pervert the wheels of the justice. It's not going to happen. There is process. You understand? And if you think that the files are only stored in one person's office, I'm sure there is duplicate and triplicate. We're not even talking about cloud. You understand me? I am sure these are legal
Multiple
documents.
files.
It's multiple files. It's not just one place. So if you think now that and what I am, it raises so many questions. So many questions. You know what I mean? Like, because it's like, okay, who seriously could be behind this? You know? On the other side, like, you want to seriously delay this process, pervert the wheels of justice, and all of this. So therefore, there's going to be massive delays. You know what? Let's just see how this works. Let's just see how it plays out, because it will play out, because, whatever done in the dark or behind fire will come to light one day. Yes,
One
yes.
day indeed.
One day indeed. Here's the thing now. Reggae Sumfest 2024 will feature one of the most talked about artists in reggae at the moment. And who do you think that is? YG Marley. Yes, he is now confirmed to perform on night one of the performances. The news of YG Marley being added to the festival was announced on Tuesday, May 14. Yeah, Lord. The news announced via an Instagram post, has the caption, YG Marley has been added to the Reggae Sumfest lineup and is set to take the stage on Friday, July 19, 2024. The week-long music festival is considered the crown jewel of Jamaican music festivals, and it will be taking place from Sunday, July 14 to Saturday, July 20, 2024 at where? Catherine Hall in Montego Bay, St.
Montego
James.
Bay.
Yes! The music festival will consist of several events, including its Family Fun Day, Street Dance, All-White Party, Global Sound Clash, Rumfest Blitz, and Sumfest Night 1 and 2. I love Sunfest. I go every year, as a matter of fact, because I'm as old as Methuselah and, as old as the hills, yes. I remember when it was Reggae Sun Splash.
Oh.
Yes, and
That's way back.
Yes, and those are the times when we used to go down. Of course, none of us had money. And we used to just sleep on the beach. And then wait, it was a 3-day festival at that point. And it was nice. And right now, it is even nicer. So let us get back to the topic at hand now. YG Marley is now on the lineup.
Big look for YG, of course.
Of course, it's a big look, but
Big
it's
look.
a Marley. So, there's certain expectations and certain deliverables that you expect with the name. So can I ask you this now, my darling? How many songs him have?
I know this question was going to pop up.
I just ask.
Stop it.
Me don't know him. I don't know him to have a catalogue as limited as my
mean,
information is. But
no,
you must have at least 2.
Most. But we all know his big hits. We know that. The biggest hit that he had.
Yeah, I know of one.
Well,
Jerome,
probably through me a DJ still. Me know.
you know of more?
Well, if you're saying hit or popular.
I'm asking how many songs he has, sir. I'm just asking how many songs are in his catalogue.
Me know of 2.
Does he have a catalogue?
Well, that me can't debate about because I'm not sure about that.
Okay, so maybe he will go and do covers then.
Until that time.
So that's probably what he's gonna do when he goes on the stage. He'll do his one hit and then he'll do covers, and he'll sing up him grandfather music.
Well, sounds like a plan.
So they better have one because Jamaican people not nice. You understand?
Sounds like a plan.
Them don't nice. Them no. We welcome you, YG Marley, and we certainly appreciate you and we celebrate your one hit. But I'm hoping that you will have at least 3 or 4 when you go and you grace that stage. All right. So now, you ever know about fairy tale vows that people make to be together? Fairy tale vows. Yeah, man. So, Beenie Man says that he and Camille vowed to reunite if they were ever single at the same time. Yes, so Beenie Man says that's exactly what happened when it comes to his love story with businesswoman and fiancé Camille McIntosh. Yes, man. At 22 years now, me know her and me love her from then. But then she have her own life to live and me have my own life to live. So the girl's man, Sugar, recently told Dottie Berry, at the time, me's a man, who never really planned to give no bun. Seriously, Beanie. But me didn't like her.
Man is a man of him word.
Yeah, but him say him never planned for getting a bun, but him didn't like her. We didn't have a woman at the time, and she did have a man at the time. So, she never planned to give bun either. So me tell her, say, anytime she free, and me free, we're ready. So that's their love story. Per their social media posts since 2021, Beanie and Camille tried their hand at being an item 23 years ago, but for reasons unknown to the public, it didn't work. Incidentally, the timeline coincides when the Road Boat DJ split from dancehall queen Carleen Smith, with whom he shares one child. Camille would go on to marry prominent event promoter Kaka Lee and migrate to England. The two lasted about 20 years before heading to divorce court. So, they have now reunited. What a girl look good. What a girl look good. You see, people, that is what I'm saying out there. Not because you could be over 35, the meaning that we mature and we're old and we're cool. That girl look good. She does. She does. So, and they're living their fairy tale. And sometimes I remember Razzie said to me one time when he was in here and he says, sometimes you can meet the right person at the wrong time.
You talk something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
this could be. Well, we'll see how it plays out because, in entertainment, people divorce, every 5 minutes. But this could be the right person at the wrong time. I know it is the right time for them.
Right time.
Yeah.
That's something,
Yeah.
But sometimes we're not patient.
No, we're not.
Yeah, sometimes we're not patient.
We're not patient at all.
Yeah, sometimes.
So maybe all of us must go back in our time now and say, okay, who we did meet? I never really, let me see now, maybe the right time now.
Yeah. You feel like you heal from your trauma.
And you feel like, because after, you might see somebody and you figure, no, we can't really go to them now because them have somebody and me have somebody and whatever the case is, but it's a perfect match. And later on now, can you imagine when they find out that each them free? And sometimes it's not that you're free, you could be on the tail end of something that's fading. And then this is a catalyst to propel you to freedom and hook up with somebody else. Things that make you go, Yes. Beanie and Crystal doing a double wedding, according to news. News? I don't know what to say about you. It's Sashibon. So News is asking if it's Sashibon, and look, Karen, I don't know News. I don't know this lady. All I know that I can appreciate beauty, and when I'm looking at her, she looks great.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And for somebody who we're talking about 23 years ago and whatnot, some 23-year-old girls do not look like that. You understand?
Comfy,
Yeah.
Mind the young ladies.
No, it's them already come for me. It's okay. It's fine. It really is. So. Rosin Stewart. Rosin is talking about Reggae Sound Splash when she said it was $50 at Jarrett Park. Can you imagine? That was eons ago. So therefore, that means, sir, Roslyn, you all like me then, right? Because if you have that memory, then you must. I don't even know if we had the $50 to pay, honestly. So but all me know say, you mean how we get in?
You mean
how we get in? We find a way in though. I was with my brother.
Okay. That explains.
And you remember, at that point, I did not have a name. I was Danny's sister.
Oh.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I was always hailing him around, and we just happened to find ourselves in the most remarkable of places. Yes. So. Oh my goodness gracious. I'm telling you. Yes, guys. So that would be ripped from the headlines. As you know, I'm telling you, we have a rampacked show for you today. So we're getting through, and let's just take a little break and come right back.
You're listening to the sound of 1 to 3 every day on Nationwide. You know the chap. Love.
Nationwide, 90 FM. This is Beanie Man. Give it to them. Zaga. Then.
This is breaking news from Nationwide Radio.
Record this for the at 1:28 p.m. on this Wednesday, May 15, 2024. Nationwide News can report that Omar Collymore, the man charged with the murder of his wife, Simone Campbell Collymore, has been found guilty. The verdict coming moments ago, less than 2 minutes ago. Omar Collymore guilty of 2 counts of murder and guilty of conspiracy to commit murder. Winston Walters, the taxi driver that was transporting Omar's wife at the time they were attacked, that's the other murder that Omar Collymore has been found guilty of. Well, he was charged with the murder of both Campbell Collymore and Winston Walters, and the jury has returned a guilty verdict. So repeat, Omar Collymore guilty of 2 counts of murder and conspiracy to murder. We're just getting information as well that one of his co-accused, Michael Adams, also guilty of murder and conspiracy to murder. So Michael Adams, co-accused of Omar Collymore, guilty of murder and conspiracy to murder. We're waiting for the verdict for the other defendant to come through. But I repeat, Omar Collymore, guilty of killing his wife and her taxi driver and for conspiring to kill said wife and her taxi driver. And the court says Michael Adams helped Omar Collymore to perpetrate those crimes. And they've also found him guilty of all the charges against him. This is breaking news here on Nationwide 90 FM. Back with you, listeners, because the court has also found that Shaquilla Edwards, from the same case involving Omar Collymore and Michael Adams, has been found not guilty of 2 counts of murder. Shaquilla Edwards found not guilty of 2 counts of murder. So the jury, not convinced by the prosecution's efforts to link Shaquilla Edwards to the murders, and Shaquilla Edwards found not guilty of 2 counts of murder. However, the jury did find that Shaquilla Edwards is guilty of conspiracy to murder. So Shaquilla Edwards escaped the murder conviction, but the jury has found that she is guilty of conspiracy to murder. So let me recap, and you have to take time with my listeners because the information is just coming to hand. Our court reporter is in court sending us this information. Roby Ann Williams doing an excellent job. And she has said Omar Collymore guilty of 2 counts of murder. Omar Collymore guilty of conspiracy to murder. Michael Adams guilty of murder. Michael Adams guilty of conspiracy to murder. Shaquilla Edwards not guilty of 2 counts of murder, but the same Shaquilla Edwards guilty of conspiracy to murder. As the information comes to hand, I will provide. I feel like hanging around for a couple of seconds more because I expect more information, but I return as soon as our news desk is updated. All right, Listeners, back with you again. And now, another one of Collimore's co-accused, Dwayne Pink, Dewayne, Dwayne Pink, guilty, 2 counts of murder. So Dwayne Pink, guilty, 2 counts of murder. And he is one of the co-accused of Omar Collimore. So facing the jury, or were at the mercy of the jury, were Omar Collimore, Michael Adams, Shaquilla Edwards, and Dwayne Pink. And while Shaquilla Edwards was found not guilty of 2 counts of murder, all of the other defendants were found guilty of 2 counts of murder. Edwards, the jury says, guilty of conspiring to murder Simone Campbell Collimore and Winston Walters. I'm waiting to see what the verdict is, where the charge of conspiracy to murder against Dwayne Pink, what that verdict is. And it's coming in. My phone says Robian is typing. And as soon as it comes through, listeners, so here it comes. Pink guilty of conspiracy to murder. So Dwayne Pink, like Omar Collimore, guilty of 2 counts of murder and guilty of conspiracy to murder. Michael Adams, guilty of 2 counts of murder, guilty of conspiracy to murder. Shaquilla Edwards, not guilty of 2 counts of murder, but guilty for conspiracy to murder. I think that's about it. Here on Nationwide 90 FM, my technical operator, Jermaine Smith, is going crazy. Thank you, Jermaine, for facilitating this intrusion. Thank you.
At the Jamaica Customs Agency, we care for our employees, customers, stakeholders, citizens, and our country. Customs cares. The temperature by the Jamaica Customs Agency is
32 degrees Celsius in Kingston and 31 degrees Celsius out west in Montego Bay.
Tune in to Nationwide 90 FM, the new revolution in media. Stay ahead of the curve with our cutting-edge reporting and accurate breaking news coverage.
We're having an earthquake. Oh, God.
Hear it here first on Nationwide 90 FM.
Is that really clip you starting?
Tune in, turn up the volume, and listen. We bring a mix of news, entertainment, and sports to your lives.
Nationwide 90 FM's live and continuous coverage of the World Championships in Budapest, Hungary.
News and discussions week mornings.
Coming up in the news at 6 for this morning.
Entertainment in the afternoons, then news again in the evenings.
Nationwide news at this hour, fired.
Also tune in to the entertainment and sports shows in the nights and on the weekends.
It is Boy Things After Dark right here on Nationwide 90 FM.
Everything is news, from current affairs and entertainment to sports, business, and other categories.
Nationwide 90 FM. This is Beanie Man. Give it to them. Zaga, Zen.
From every whisper to every commotion.
That's rubbish. The KSAMC cannot investigate itself.
Was Clip News really talking like that?
Every news story unfolds here first at Nationwide 90 FM, the new revolution in media. Every sound is a story, and every story we share is news.
Nationwide 90 FM is at it again. Team Revolution will clear every hurdle and sprint to the finish line as we cover the games of the 33rd Olympiad from Paris, the city of love.
Fraser Price gets the start, and look at this, Ahura going well, and here they're coming to close it down. Jetta's coming through, but Fraser Price on the near side, the Olympic champion defends! She defends the title! Wonderful run by Shelly-Ann.
Nationwide's coverage is powered by our diamond sponsor, Pizza Hut. Now, that's delivering from all locations, island-wide.
Catch the E-Zone with me, the Stinger Honeybee, alongside
Kareem Boy Ting.
As we turn up the heat in the street.
New show.
New vibe.
Same us.
Same us.
Monday to Friday, 3 to 5
p.m. Right here on Nationwide 90 FM.
We'll bring you entertainment news.
We'll take away your Monday blues.
You don't want to miss a week with us.
We'll talk health.
Well,
jump into the mix.
Or the hot seat.
Don't miss the brain buster.
Or the crazy giveaways.
I mean, is this planet Earth?
Is it?
I don't know. Let me check. Either way, it's got a buzz.
And a bugger thing.
Ow.
Yeah, Frost, man, chop my mind, pan. Yeah. Me a chop my mind, pan. I'm in the business. Me a do things. Rough up. We no care who vex. 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 Youngster to a nail, them no big you. Yeah, Frost, me a chop my mind, pan. Yeah. Me a chop my mind, pan. I'm in the business.
Waiting. What you feel? Talk your mind.
All right, guys, let me tell you something now. We have a polarizing topic today. All right? No. Would you prefer time over money? Time over money. So here is the question. If you take the red pill, okay, you could restart your life at the age of 10. So you're going to go back to the age of 10 with all the knowledge that you know now. Okay? So that is option 1. Or the blue pill. Whereas you jump to 45 years old, yes, dinosaur era, with 50 million in the bank. Which would you take? The red pill. You take all the knowledge that you know now and you go back to age 10, not 10 years, to age 10, but you still keep the knowledge, right? Or the blue pill. You jump to 45 years of age and you have 50 million in the bank. Which would you choose? There's a no-brainer for me.
Without doubt.
Without doubt. No-brainer for me, bro.
Without doubt. You know me, I got the red still. Me can give a reason.
Please! What are you talking about?
No, honestly. All right. Check the levels.
I am.
See? Remember, you know, $50 million, you know.
Yes, man.
Right?
50.
You're 45, you know.
50.
Basically, you're close to retirement now, you know. So therefore,
retirement is all 70 now.
Well, fine, but you know that old age thing. I'm not call him old. Let's not say old because I don't know why nobody come at me.
You know, we live in a very
senior
ageist,
citizens.
Ageist society.
Yes,
you don't turn
the
a senior citizen until you're how old? How old is senior citizen? I think it's 65.
But anyways,
go on talk there.
Quick story short. See, reason why me pick the red pill.
Please tell me.
Because all right, so you're saying me I go back when me are 10 years old.
Yeah, you get to go back to 10.
And me have all of the knowledge now.
Yeah.
And experiences, everything. Right? Me would choose that because now it's like you get a do-over, you know. So therefore, the things where you did mess up in high school then, for instance, you have now this chance to fix all of these things. And also you have the knowledge to do so. So therefore, things where you did lack before, you can fix them. So this is just fixing all of your past to see how your future will work out. Me that choose the red.
And I would definitely, without a doubt, without a shadow of a doubt, choose the blue. What you mean? What are you talking about? 50 million in the bank and it's not no 50 million Jamaican either. It's all right. 50 million US dollars. I mean, 50 million because you can take your knowledge and go back to 10.
Knowledge is power.
It's all right.
Knowledge is
you
priceless.
can take your knowledge and go back to age of 10 and you're still not going to get 50 million in the bank. No, that 50 million in the bank, right, can buy me advisors. Do you understand? Can buy me a BBL or a facelift or any of those things. So I get to now relive my youth. You understand what I'm saying?
By the time we reach out 30, me reach out 50 million with these, man.
Oh, you mean I will be at the south of France tomorrow with that 50 million. In a minute, I would take the 50 million. Why not? Retirement. Okay, so SH said retirement is 65. Electro Squad says red.
What do you mean, lecture?
Yeah. Leroy, of course, the voice of reason, and he has sense. He says he was going to take the money pill. Chance is blue. He's going to take the money pill. Shelly Ann says she don't want to do over. Been there, done that, bought the t-shirt. Me to Shelly Ann, you're on my team. Come on, my team. Come on. Here, New said, Jerome, you love poverty though.
No, it's not love poverty. It's just getting things straight.
Leroy, the blue pill is the money pill. The blue pill is the money pill.
But you got the money though.
Oh, yeah, of course. I only reverse in a vehicle. That's what Gloria says. Gloria says, I only reverse.
Nobody cares about knowledge again.
No, it's okay because we can buy the
money
knowledge.
Deal with.
We can buy the knowledge. There's AI now. There's AI. AI can think for you. I only reverse a vehicle. Okay, retirement to 65. Electro said that. SH says, I will take the money as I can buy time. So blue pill for him, for her. Nicole says, give me the blue pill there. Shelly Ann says, blue pill me please.
Imagine.
Jewelry. No, hold on. You have one on your side. I have everybody on my side. You have one. You have about two, right? So Jewelry Essential says, red please. I can make way more than 50 mil with the knowledge I have now.
When we done study AI and all them things, man.
You, Jewelry, Jerome, and the two other people who are on your team, go with God. Go with God.
That is it.
Go with God. You're quite all right. So Nicole says she's going to redo the GSAT.
What do you mean? Top grades.
Razzie, you serious? Yeah, you serious?
What Razzie say?
Razzie says he would take the red pill. Okay, all right. Let me just ask you guys this. All right, hold on. Because that is what you are saying now. Razzie, what would you do differently? Please tell me. That would get you 65 million US dollars. Yes, sir. Which is what?
Yeah.
You remember the... Okay, so here's the thing now. Razzie says he would take the red pill, right? And as soon as he graduated high school, him gone a foreign. And then him going to use back the money and come and invest the money out here. It's still not going to give you 50 million US dollars.
Of course. Remember, US might go work,
Okay, so guys, thank you so much for really, engaging with us with this conversation today, because I'm telling you, I know I would take the blue pill. I don't know what is wrong with these two knuckleheads in here. What the red pill? Absolutely
you have
not.
at least one next 7 years. You know what I mean? If you have free of bills, because parents are dealing with it.
Our boss is saying that we really need to take a break now. So we're going to come back. And when we come back, we're coming back with what's on your lunch menu. 876-280-6629. Please send in all of your dishes. And remember, it is the YouTube Massive that will be grading today.
Yeah.
Come into the parlor, there's a welcome there for you.
Welcome to the Mayor's Parlor with Desmond McKenzie.
From 1 to 6 p.m. every Sunday, you'll now get more of your favorite vintage music.
Put your head on my shoulder.
Nationwide 90 FM will transform your Sunday into a musical time machine that will take you way back.
Come on, let's go back in time.
This magic moment.
Journey into yesteryear with Desmond McKenzie in the Mayor's Parlor.
I've got the music to jog your memory and make you smile.
Put your sweet lips a little closer to the phone.
Sit back, relax, and enjoy the best in vintage music.
Come into the Mayor's Parlor every Sunday between 1 and 6 p.m. here on Nationwide 90 FM, a revolution in media.
Those oldies but goodies reminds me of you.
But is this real? Hey Greg, come look at this. Oh my, it's happening. Mr. Daniels, the numbers keep getting bigger and bigger.
Sir, the clicks are off the charts.
Hello, sales? What's the emergency? 9,000 clicks in one day? 3,000 order? So how much we have left? What? I soon call you back. Mr. Nakamoto, it's Danny from Jamaica. I need 5,000 of the big ones. We're back in business.
Yes, sir. Arigato. Suene. Amplify your brand. Let Nationwide 90 FM assist you in tapping into a captivated audience across our social media platforms. For more information, contact us at 876-630-1210 or sales@nationwidenewsnetwork.com. Businesses, companies, and entrepreneurs, let's supercharge your brand.
People, me have something to tell you now. A long time me I wait. But think the time is right, time is now. Me turn the stove down low and just pull the windows open. I'm in the mood, so me not go spoil it. Bet you are go want me cook again. Saying, food, it's been a long, long time. I'm cooking some ackee for you, girl. But it seems like you never like rice. So I'm gonna get some flour first. And I want.
Find the dumpling. I pan Parker 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 find the dumpling.
It's lunchtime. What's on your lunch menu?
So now that we've finished fighting over the blue pill and the red pill, because you know I'm team blue, right? Everybody else in here is team red because they're crazy.
Big up you.
You know, now we're going to fight over dumpling, and that mix will never get old to me. DJ Jerome, you're just doing such a great job. All right, guys, what we got today? What we got? You know what? I got some feedback last night. I went to Kingston Night Market, and I met a fan of the show, and she said to me, I am warming up over the food. I'm warming up.
Oh.
Yeah. You don't want to necessarily warm up because I never warm up to no chicken foot, cow foot, trotters.
Does it mean we're gonna get a lot of chicken foot?
You know, no. She says I'm getting better with the food, meaning I'm being more gracious and I'm grading them so nice these days and so. So I'm going to go back to the 2 and the 5. Do we have any food today? Okay, so the machine is giving us a little problem. So let's go back to the... it's okay. Here it is now. Here it is. This looks like... it's Jean. It's Jean.
Yes, man. From look on this.
Yeah, right. Plus a plate. It's a basket weave plate that you know is Jean. If you ever have anything there. Dasheen, turnip, yam, and saltfish. Which one is the turnip? Dasheen, turnip, yam, and saltfish. And then that looks like cauliflower over there as well. Now, cauliflower that. Turnip, that looked like turnip, right? And then, of course, Jean's signature, which is a serrated edge cucumbers. Jean, my love, you're getting an 8.5 because you are just... sorry, Jean, yours not my day.
It's YouTube today.
No features. You know what I'm saying?
Day.
All right. Let me tell you. YouTube, you're supposed to be grading.
Yes.
News said there's something around my neck.
Clash Game said 8.5. Nicole said Jean is 6. Oh, no, Nicole.
My thing is delayed. Who gives Jean a 6?
Nicole,
why?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Majestic said 8.
8, yeah.
But SH say, more color. Said 7.
Yeah, the cauliflower kind of look away still. Yeah. It's true. Nordia gives it a 5. Bernadine Bowen gives it a 5. I think it deserves more than that.
News
said
because it's 7.
7. Okay. All right.
No, that's a 5. Average look like 8 still. 7.5.
Oh, no, too nothing. This is not your day, Razzie. It's not your day to grade.
No, the average of the scores.
Razzie gives it a 7.
After everybody, what did I say? 7.5.
All right, so Razzie is coming up the rear with a 7. Alex Smith gives it a 10. My gosh, Errol Townsend gives it an 8. Gene Sellers gives it an 8. Electro Squad Official, you're not nice. You give it a 2.
No.
Angela Greaves gives Gene a 5. Kevin Griffiths a 9. Everton Blake an 8. Chance and a 6. And Leroy says he's giving Gene an 8.5. New says Gene too healthy for her. Sharon says 5 because the presentation is not good. Crystal gives it an 8. Bloom 6. Melrose 9, Roger Miller a 6. All right, so this is a box food that we're looking at now. It look nice. Veggie stew with fried chicken and rice and peas with a little bit. We never see the peas. I'm stay far and throw the peas in. So it's veggie stew with rice and peas and it's fried chicken as well, right? Fried chicken, and the fried chicken looks really nice. It's a nice golden brown color. We don't know who this is. This is a little burger box full of food, you know. So what say you guys? What say you?
Yeah, YouTube.
Crystal, what?
4.
Number 4?
No, sir.
No, you know what? It does not matter.
It give a Rasta ball kind of vibe.
Exactly. No,
Yeah.
Razzie says
Both sides, bro.
So Razzie says who mixes veggie stew and fried chicken, and then Jerome says it's a Rasta ballet kind of vibe. I realize, of course, it's a Rasta ballet vibe. This person is confused. It is fine. This is how life is. Life is not always straight. Life is full of curves. So this is somebody who them not quite sure if them a veggie, and them not quite sure. This is what you call pescatarian. Sizzler would say this is blasphemy, according to Mr. Razzie. Mr. Razzie, you need to come out to the control room and stuff. Oh my goodness. Okay, what are we saying now? What are we saying over here?
Bloom says 7. News said 8.5.
Yeah, but I don't understand. Alec gives it to the largest score with a 9.
Angela said 8.
Yeah.
SH 7. Clash Camp 7.5. Roger Miller 6. Sandy 6.
Okay. Yeah.
Average look like 7.5.
Okay, we're in speed round now because you know we have such a jam-packed show today. Okay, this is nice. Tyrone sends this, no description, and it looks like Tyrone. Call Tyrone. Tyrone, of course, a Tyrone are foreign. No, this is not foreign because it's still kind of cool outside now, unless it's Florida. This looks like man. That's not foreign tile. That's not foreign. No. That's not foreign. That's right here in the backyard. That's local, and there's a boat out there. So you don't see the boat. That's stew pork with shredded veg and rice and peas. And I don't know what that yellowish orange. Okay, it could be yam.
Yeah, yam with gravy.
With gravy on top. It's yellow yam with gravy on top. Yeah. What say you guys? What say you? Roger gives it an 8. It's restaurant food.
See, I like
because there's a boat. And boy, if you have a boat in your backyard, trust me.
Jean said 8. Sandy said 8.
Yeah. It looks nice.
Bloom said 8.
But why does it look like it's on the floor? Is a table? Okay, it's a tiled table. Okay, it's a tiled table because I was worried. I was concerned. You know what I mean? Okay, so Nordy gives it a 9, Angela an 8, Ryan Chung 8, Horain gives it a 6. News says fire bun pan Arnold. Leroy hasn't graded yet. Majestic Gabby gives it an 8. All right, we have any more?
Average is 8.
Okay, so Control Room gives it a 7. I am ungraded. Oh. Ooh. Nice. Ooh. Who is this? Beautiful. So beautiful sends in a snapper. A beautiful snapper.
Yes.
No, but it's beautiful though. It is beautiful. It's nice.
This is well.
It is so nice. And you know what I love about this meal? It not in the cage. You know when them put it. Oh, Jean, that's you? Jean Sellers. No, not my Jean. Jean Sellers. Jean, this is a beautiful meal. It's a snapper with
that's one thing corn, for me, though.
Holy pot okra.
You know already. You know already.
And then there is that steam bami or is it steam bami? Steam bami, carrots. It really looks great. And you know what I love? I love the fact that the seasoning and the vegetables not covering the fish. You know, we get to see the fish. I like it. And then it has yes, man, a Jerome food this man.
Yes, man.
Yes.
Mash
it looks
right now.
really, really good. And all the what you call that now? Gravy. It's not gravy. It's like what do you call that liquid? Is not the sauce. Yes, I don't want to say juice. The sauce in the plate is nice, really succulent and beautiful. Lovely. Okay, so SH says beautifully presented. Angela gives it a 10. Maureen 10. G 9.5. Nordia gives it a 10. Michael Hewitt says that snapper 10. Horain 10. News 100 out of 10. Clash 10. Alex Smith. What's wrong with you? Alex is giving it a 6. What? Melrose gives it a 10. And that 6 is just bad mind. I'm very, very sorry. Stop it. Jean, which restaurant is that? Because all of us are going on Friday. All right, so I don't know what this is. Twist colored pasta mix. Okay, so we know that's the Rasta pasta. Then we have stew beef and then mixed vegetables. And this is Alec in Mexico. Alec in Mexico gives us the Rasta pasta, mixed veg, and then stew beef. But the stew beef kind of look
like some strip.
Like Yeah.
Some strip of beef. You don't have no
Stew beef, stew beef strips.
portion. You don't see
Okay,
no
all right.
portion.
So what are we gonna do with this now? Stew beef chops. Stew beef chops. Alec, you know you are so consistent, and we just love you over here. You know what I mean? It's pure beef. I don't think you are familiar with chicken or
Yeah, you know,
or pork. It's
Alex
for
and you.
yeah. You are a real meat eater. You know what I mean? Okay. So what is it? Sandy Salmon gives it a 5. New said no, that's not Rasta pasta. That is what, miss. Then Sweetie gives it a 10. Nordia gives it a 6. Kevin 5. Bernadine 7.5. Majestic 7. New says, where is the beef? News, the beef is on the right side of the plate. Ryan a 7. Nicole 7.5. Michael 5. Clash Camp 9.5, almost 10. Why? Crystal 7. News says this is a 6 for her. She's sorry. And Melrose gives it a 7. This dish with Rasta, with pasta and beef with vegetable, 9. I really admire your consistency. You see, guys, when you come into the family and the fold, we support you, and we appreciate you. That's what we do. Is this the last one or we have another one? So, okay, guys, so this is the last one, and we really appreciate everybody for joining in on the fun today. Jerome, let us appreciate the people now, please. Yeah.
You know, retro.
Yeah,
so.
retro
Yeah.
today?
Yeah.
All right, cool. No problem.
Think all about bomb, look what's the arms on me, different fashion, you know? Come and say one thing, Nancy can't understand. One thing, Nancy can't understand. What make them a talk about me ambition? Say what make to them a talk about me ambition? Come and say some of them a ask me where me get it from. Say some of them a ask me where me get it from. I told them no, it's from creation. I told them no, it's from creation. Bam bam, hey yo. What a bam bam, bam bam dilang, bam bam, bam bam dilang, bam.
Under 17, now you're over 16. Under 17, now you're over 16. I beg you rock and for me. Because I want general in the yard. I want general in the yard. Alina must dream you the dream. Alina must dream you the dream. Because me waiting for a housing scheme. Fi walk, fi go check out the girl Arlene. Arlene, I must dream you the dream. Arlene, I must dream you the dream. You shouldn't sign me your body. You shouldn't sign me your body. Me say go wash it out the street. Me say go wash it out the street.
Went away to a far, far land. Spent some time in New York. Most of my time in England. Now I come back to my own land. Come from England to make some vibes, just to keep my fans alive. But the vibes they're teaching me, that don't write in my book.
Shibbidi-bidi-bips, JP said baby's banana chips. 20% more chips in the banana left them ground. The time by JP said Mary's banana chips is
2 p.m.
Went away to a far, far land. Spent some time in New York. Most of my time in England. Now I come back to my own land. Come from England to make some vibes, just to keep my fans alive. But the vibes they're teaching me, that don't write in my book. But the vibes they're teaching me, that don't write in my book. Lie. No put it in, no put it in, no put it in. So she didn't have a daughter, she didn't have a son. She said the lift doesn't run up the stairs and come. And if it don't come quick, you're not gonna know that son. So I grab a bunch of rose and that started to run. Here I come. Whoa. 2 months later, she said, come and get your son. Cause I don't want your baby to come tie me down. Not because you are old and I am young. Yes, while I'm young, yes, I wanna have some fun. Run me down. Should live a diddly whoa. Swing. I'm broad.
I can tell you a story about what one dance can do. One dance can do. And listen there. After one dance on the floor, she came back wanting for more, for more.
is that I've got it. What she whispered was so nice, so nice. But her man is sitting across the way, and he could hear the things I say. Now he watches from the corner of his eyes. So we move like this, this soft way. Ooh, you're standing in my way. Standing in my way. Pull up the vibes that you're playing. Can you play some more?
Hello, 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 hello. And you know, guys, this week we are talking about Know Your Roots because we're now in the design studio with me, Karen, and of course the head boy over there. No, deputy, sorry, Lord, we can't promote him yet. The deputy head boy over there,
No
DJ
problem.
Jerome. Yes, we are giving him good marks because he has been engaging. So this week on Know Your Roots, we are speaking with Dr. Denise Daly. She is a pharmacognosist and herbal and nutrition consultant in the personal and workplace wellness space. She's also the CEO and co-founder of Nasor, which is R&M Company Limited, and a part-time lecturer at UTech Jamaica. Well, welcome to the show, Dr. Daly.
Thanks so much for having me. Good evening, listeners. How are you doing today?
We are well, and it is our pleasure because we love when we have informed guests like you, of course, with your doctor, so you can debunk the myths and then just unpack all that there is to know about all of the nutritional benefits. So yes, we get to know our roots, right?
Exactly. That is so important. And when we have the resources at our disposal, we have to know how to use them and use it to benefit our bodies.
Yes. And Jamaica is such a blessed place to be that sometimes we can just go outside and pick a mint or pick some fever grass or pick some, you know what I mean? We live in a blessed country. So, I have number one on my list, which is Leaf of Life. Can you please pronounce this big word in front of me that I wouldn't even start to pronounce, much less embarrass myself on this radio station here?
All right. That plant, Leaf of Life, its scientific name is Bryophyllum pinnatum.
Oh, yes, ma'am. Thank you very much. That what you said. So, talk to me about it, please.
No, Leaf of Life. Almost every household have Leaf Alive or should have a Leaf Alive if you don't have it.
Okay.
Now, if you don't have one, grab a piece of the leaf from your neighbor because as the name suggests, that leaf brings life.
Really?
And just one leaf, you can get so many different plants from it, right? I have a few here and I just keep cutting it and getting new buds, new shoots coming up. You want to have this plant because it's great for the immune system.
Okay.
Right? So if you have cough, cold, flu, anything related to improving your immune system, getting your white blood cells to go out and fight for you and get rid of those viruses, Leaf of Life is excellent as a source for that.
Really?
No. Yes.
And you say what you saying? You just can pick a leaf and then it can just propagate like quick?
Literally, you just pick a leaf, put it on the counter or the table and it starts growing. But it's even better if you put it on a soil.
Yes.
Right? A lot of water and nutrients. It propagates right away.
Okay. All right. Cool. So now I'm seeing in my notes here that it is also good for weight loss because, the girl is always on top of that. You know what I'm saying?
Right?
You're sure about this weight loss situation?
It is. It helps to burn extra fat.
So it speeds up the metabolism?
It speeds it up and get rid of some of your fat cells so you can use up that calorie. So imagine if you're going to the gym, you can choose some Leaf Alive leaves.
Yes.
2 leaves, or you can make some tea or add it to your smoothie, add it to your green smoothie. It has a really nice taste and that helps to speed up the fat burning as well. Right?
Really?
In fact, yes. So
I did not know that. I did not know that. All right, I have another one for moringa. And I want yes, please to give me the scientific name because I see oleifera, moringa oleifera.
There you go.
Oh,
yes.
Nuts and nuts.
You got it. Moringa oleifera. So it's a tree. It's a big tree. It has the long pods on it. You'll have them green, and then as they mature, it becomes brown. Now the seeds and the leaf are very medicinal. Now, moringa is called a multi-nutrient tree.
Yes, ma'am.
Not just multivitamin.
Yes, ma'am.
Multi-nutrient. So it has all the required minerals and vitamins, your essential amino acids, that's from your protein, your essential fats like your omega-3s, etc., is within the leaves and seed of the plant.
Really?
And because of that, it's so versatile in terms of its medicinal value.
Because I know that they call this tree also the tree of life.
Yes,
the tree of life, and you can eat you can dry the seeds and eat them. It has a little bitterish aftertaste, but it's all right. Just get round that. It's okay. It's fine.
You can get
round that. But it's also, I'm hearing that it has more vitamin C than orange. Is that so?
It does. More vitamin C than orange, more potassium than banana, more iron than spinach. And you just list the different nutrients that our body requires and need. It has more than the required amount that we need. And that's why it's one of the plants that if you don't have access to a moringa tree at your yard, pick your neighbor branch, ask them first. And
yes, please.
You can plant it because that's how easy it is to plant as well.
And people, please don't go over to your neighbor and say, Dr. Daly say, you must come over there and pick. Don't
ask first.
Ask first. All right. So busy now, busy tea. We have all had that from we hear about busy tea, and I know that during the outbreak of chikungunya, which everybody, it was all about busy tea. So talk to me about busy now. Oh, it was a cola acuminata. Also,
there you go. You are killing it. You got this. So it's cola acuminata. That's our Jamaican busy. And busy got its name because of what it helps us to do. It revitalizes the body. It gets us going. It energizes. Keeps us busy. And not only that, it's our go-to that we need to have in our kitchen as a part of our roots. Whether it's food poisoning, any type of poisoning, you got hangover from partying all night.
What?
Yes, or even if it's set up, whichever type of rum encounter, alcohol encounter, it helps to detoxify the body because it's a hepatoprotective, we call it. It protects the liver.
It protects the liver.
It helps the liver to carry out its function and work. So busy, we need that to not only revitalize the body, but also to remove food poisoning and allergies and anything that will harm our system.
So I have two more, and this is one that I've never heard about, so I'm very, very, very anxious. Ram goat dash along.
Yes, ram goat dash along. We have so many different names across Jamaica that we'll hear. You have Turnera,
ulmifolia, and Damania. Damania.
It's an aphrodisiac, so it sets the pace. If you have your ram goat dash along or your ram goat regular, it increases the sex drive, male and female, and not only the drive, it helps to the blood flow. It helps the body to now get into copulation mode. So it helps with erectile dysfunction. It helps with fertility and with menstrual flow. So it's very good for the reproductive system, both male and female.
So where is this ram goat situation? Where is it? Is that readily available, or is it available in a certain parish? I cannot understand why I've never heard about ram goat dash along.
Ram goat dash along is available right across Jamaica. You normally see it on the roadside. It's a bright green leaf, and you have some bright sunny yellow flowers.
Like bush, like weeds?
Like bush, like weed.
Like those yellow flowers that they look like almost like Gerber. But those?
Yes. So if you see the picture, if you Google it, Turnera ulmifolia, it will look familiar to you. We have quite a few medicinal yellow flowers that are on the roadside. But I know once you look at it, you'll say it looks familiar, that is one of our aphrodisiac.
Fantastic. Plants. All right, dog blood now. Dog blood.
Or bloodberry. This is another bush you'll find on the roadside. You'll find it across the island. Yes, that's our Damiana or our Turnifora. Ram goat dash along.
Yes.
Almost, yes.
Ram goat. All right, so dog blood now. And they said this is the inflammation weed.
Inflammation weed, and as the name suggests, it reduces inflammation. So if there's pain and inflammation within the body or on the outside, you can have some dog blood tea. You can make some tinctures or through the leaves. Now, the berries are very red. We use it as dye and so on. We don't eat the berries.
Right.
The dogs normally take it when they're feeling sick and any inflammation. They'll also take it as a part of their medicinal journey. But for us, it's very good for women. Whether you have PCOS, polycystic ovary, menstrual problems, if you want to have kids, it helps with infertility. It helps with a lot of ailments regarding the reproductive system. If there's no ailment, it helps to improve health of your reproductive system and your blood. That's why it has its name, bloodberry.
Bloodberry. Oh my goodness. Yes. I want to thank you so very much for sharing all of this information today. So where can we find you?
You can find me online at drdenisedaily@gmail.com. That's DRDENISEDALEY @gmail.com. You can also follow me on Instagram, Dr. Denise Daily, and on Facebook, social media. So just let me know how you are with the herbs and you can reach out. And we can know our roots together.
To know exactly, because we really do. Because we're in this country, and it's all about roots. It's all about roots and culture, and we just don't know what they're for. So if we helped anybody today, well, that is a success. So Dr. Daly, thank you so very much for sharing space with us today, and we can't wait to have you back again.
You're most welcome, and thank you so much.
Oh, you're most welcome. Take care now. Have a great afternoon.
You too.
All right, guys, we're going to take a little break and come right back with another interview with Mr. Varel Billette, and he's a child psychologist.
Pull up the vibes that you're playing. Can you play some more? Can you play some more? Lift it up, jack it up, pull it up, come again. Can you play some more? Can you play some more?
I stay locked to the Olympics because, of course, I'm Jamaican. What you mean? Me, I have to tune into the Olympics, man. Because I'm always busy, but what? I have to know when Sherika Jackson beat Shakari.
Brother, I have to have every notification for the Olympics. I want to hear every run.
Now Sherika Jackson coming
every jump.
Oh, that is absolutely huge of Wade Pinkham.
Every fling, live.
So, take us then.
Nothing can miss me.
We're always on the move.
So while we're driving, run, Elaine, run.
Jogging. Yes. Run, Watson. Win again.
Watson is now a world champion.
Or even at work.
Quick. The race has started.
We can't miss a beat because we keep it locked
to the only station
for the Paris Olympics.
Nationwide.
90
FM.
Nationwide 90.1, 90.3, 90.5, 90.7 and 90.9, and on YouTube at Nationwide 90 FM Live. Nationwide, the new revolution in media.
But is this real? Hey Greg, come look at this. Oh my, it's happening. Mr. Daniels, the numbers keep getting bigger and bigger.
Sir, the clicks are off the charts.
Hello, sales? What's the emergency? 9,000 clicks in one day? 3,000 order? So how much we have left? What? I soon call you back. Mr. Nakamoto, it's Danny from Jamaica. I need 5,000 of the big ones. We're back in business.
Yes, sir. Amplify your brand. Let Nationwide 90 FM assist you in tapping into a captivated audience across our social media platforms. For more information, contact us at 876-630-1210 or sales@nationwidenewsnetwork.com. Businesses, companies, and entrepreneurs, let's supercharge your brand.
Party promoters and event planners. Promote your party or event with an affordable nationwide 90 FM party package. Never leave your patrons misinformed. Get repeat advertisement for your event. Do you have tickets or prizes to give away? Do it on Nationwide 90 FM. Come do an interview about your event. Share your event's artwork on our social media platforms. Any update or information you want to provide about your event, do it with an affordable Nationwide 90 FM party package. For more information, call our sales team at 876-630-1210 or sales@nationwidenewsnetwork.com. Party promoters and event planners. Promote your party or event on Nationwide 90 FM, the new revolution in media.
Sound off, Monday to Friday, and Nationwide 90 FM. This is Nationwide.
Long time, girl, me never see you. Come let me hold your hand. It is a long time, girl, me never see you. Come let me hold your hand. Feel head jump from sit down for tree top, take off the blossom. Let me hold your hand, girl. Let me hold your hand. Oh my God, I can't listen to music.
I gone back to memory lane. I gone right back to Miss Lou. Let me tell you, because I'm as old as the hills, and I remember Ring Ding and Miss Lou and Marjorie Wiley, and they were playing. This is the perfect segue to our segment now, where I'm going to introduce here my good friend, Mr. Viral Billet, who is a licensed associate clinical psychologist with a private practice, and he offers psychotherapy, psychological assessments, and consultations. He teaches psychology and criminology at local universities. I saw you learning. He specializes in forensic psychology, trauma, emotion, dysregulation, personality disorders, and male mental health. And he is trained in play therapy, mediation, and restorative justice. Additionally, he serves on the boards of the National Organization of Deported Migrants and St. Patrick's Primary School, and holds memberships in the Jamaica Psychological Society, the American Psychological Association, and the British Psychological Society. Hold on a second. You mean to tell me, say, because me have you on speed dial? That is what I'm telling you now. Familiarity bring disrespect, because really? So introducing Mr. Viral Billet, who is, I know him as a psychologist for kids, but quite clearly, there is so much more to this gentleman. Clearly, I don't know you, but anyway, I will deal with my issues in a minute, or maybe I'll go to you to deal with my issues. But we're going to talk today because it is Child's Month, and children are really going through a lot. I notice kids sometimes, and it's not like kids of old, or when me, because me old, it is like a different time for children.
You're more experienced. Let's keep it like that.
I'm mature. Them call me mature. I'm old, like Methuselah.
All right. So Karen, thanks for having me.
Oh, most welcome.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Most welcome. So, children now, I know that they're coming up, teenagers. Let's start with the teenagers, and they have these mental health challenges, and sometimes they go unnoticed and undiagnosed, and then you just think that they have attitude, or they're going through their stuff, or they're going through their changes. What's happening with them today?
Our children, I love them dearly.
Yeah, me too sometimes.
And they are going through a lot. Life has a lot of stress, as they also life is lifing right now. And they have their different struggles. One of the things that they really hate is when they hear, you're pitting in on a stress. That's a lie. Yeah. We all have stressors. We all experience different levels of stress. And for them, their world is stressful. Yeah. Right? And as they're growing, they may not have the resources. I say to people, even young kids, they feel just as intensely as you do as adults. Yes. They just don't have the language to communicate what they're feeling. They probably don't have the skills to regulate themselves as they should. I mean, some adults don't either. But at the same time, we expect so much from them from our adult eyes, right? And they don't have it to give, and they need space to learn, to grow, to adapt, to adjust, to learn how to regulate, to learn how to communicate, and all the wonderful things that we are expecting of them, but we also need to learn it ourselves too to help them.
So how do we regulate? How do we, first of all, see the signs? How do we recognize these early signs and support our children's emotional well-being?
Well, first off, I think it starts with paying attention to our kids, right? So we kind of need to step away from having the devices parenting our kids and spending time with them, getting to know them. We've been through the COVID period, and I'm sure some parents were shocked at the child that they had because this child spent most of the time at school and parents are at work and so on. And so getting to know your children for who they are, their likes, their dislikes, their ups, their downs. And then when we recognize as parents, as adults, that something is a bit off. Especially over a period of time, then we may say, okay, something probably is going on. Chances are, especially when they get to teenage stage, they don't want to talk to you because you're parents. But there's a clear change in their attitude, in their sleep patterns, eating patterns. They may be changing friends. They probably are not as social as they used to be, or they're probably even more social. And you're even looking at their peer group and you're realizing that maybe they're spending too much time with a particular person, and it may you have some questions as to the person's character and their behaviors or tendencies, and you're wondering what's happening with that, and you can broach the topic with your child. But when we usually say when there's a difference in behavior over a period of time, then chances are, and it's impacting negatively life in general, then chances are something is up and it warrants attention.
So we know that teenagers, they are notorious for cutting themselves off, not speaking to you because you're parents and you just get away from me. How do we, because sometimes it's normal, and then other times it's like, no, this
it's a little bit too much.
It's a little too much. Where is that fine line? How do we bridge that gap?
This may be a bit controversial, but as parents, we have to take a look in the mirror ourselves.
Yes.
Because it is possible that as adults, we are triggers for our kids.
Yeah.
Right? And so them putting up that wall is a response to something.
Right.
Right? What I would say is to take a look at yourself to see what you're doing. If you're able to engage in conversations to figure out what is going on, that would be great. And I think from you become a parent, you start to lay that foundation of openness, honesty, and proper healthy communication with your child.
I like when you said communication. How do we, or what are the conversation starters now that will kind of let them relax a little bit and not have that whole wall up so you can speak to them?
All right.
They can speak to you.
Try not to jump to conclusions. Try not to make assumptions.
You hear that, people? No assumptions?
Lead with open-ended questions. Hey, what's going on? Also, definitely something that is very specific. I'm a big advocate for asking parents to stop asking the question, how was school today?
It's horrible.
How was class today? How was exam today?
There is only one good answer. Fine.
Exactly.
Fine. Do not ever ask that question.
Right.
Fine.
It would be better if you ask other questions. So, which one of your classmates acted a fool today? What you had for lunch today? Did it taste good? Because there's a common belief that canteen food don't taste good.
Taste good. It's true.
Right?
You ever taste it?
I've had some good and some bad experiences. You can ask so many other questions. Which friend didn't come to school today? Is everything okay? So you ask other things, and I'm sure asking these other types of questions would give you a lot more to work with and to feed off and to build that conversation.
So the moral to this story is, when you ask a question, try to ask the questions that you're going to get a full sentence back as opposed to like a one answer.
Right.
Okay.
Also, I'd like to add, as parents, as adults in general, I've heard this time and time again from children, from adolescents. Adults behave as if they weren't kids too.
That's
Adults
true.
and some kids legit say that they see adults as these beings who have their lives all together.
Yes.
And they don't. Nobody has their lives all together. Some have skills that they can use to help them along the way.
Yes.
Right? But the kids tend to have this idea that adults should have this in order, that in order. Everything is working together in harmony, singing kumbaya together, and everything is fine. And that's not the case. And I suggest to parents that they should be honest and age appropriate, but yes, age appropriate with their kids about the struggles that they're having and so on, not to and not hide not hide reality.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Because it sets them up to believe that, okay, by the time I'm 30, and you'll hear millennials talk about this, by the time I'm 30, I need to have house, land, car, the 6-figure job and everything.
And then live the soft life
and
after.
live the soft life after. When we all know that as adults, that is not the
You're
case.
living in Delulu. Yeah.
Right? And so having these types of real conversations allow for that openness, because they're mimicking what they're experiencing or what they're seeing from you.
There are two things. One, how do there are some parents and you can see them, especially when fathers go to the football game and they're living vicariously through their child. We're talking about prep school, and you would think that we're talking about not even Manning Cup, which is the other one, Premier League, or professional football, when these poor little kids are playing football and they're really acting out their father. You understand? It's because they're living vicariously through their children. How do we navigate that, and how does a child really feel where that is concerned? Because it can't feel good.
So there's a stage in many kids' lives where they want to please their parents.
Yes.
Right? And I'm sure it feels good that you want to honor your parents, and the parent is like, oh my God, my child wants to be like me, or so on. But we have to be real. Again, know your child.
Yes.
If your child can't kick out football straight, then
and don't make them feel any way
chances are football is not for your kid.
Right.
Right. And it's fine. Your child is not a mini-me. Your child is not a replica of you. Your child has his or her own being, mind, emotions, all of that. They have their own likes and dislikes. It may start out that they like football, and then later on they're like, I can't do this anymore, I don't want to, and they venture into something else. It's all okay. As long as your child is healthy and is exploring in a healthy way and developing their own identity and interests and so on, then it's something that you can celebrate and encourage. As parents, your guides. Your guides.
Your guides. Varel, this conversation was really meaty and fruitful, and we got a lot out of it. We have to have you back, but of course the boss in there is saying that we have a Ramsey. So where can we find you?
Well, I am at Caribbean Tossa Teens, which is at 120 Old Hope Road, and I'm also at Dr. K.D. Morgan and Associates, which is at 68 Lady Musgrave Road.
You have an Instagram?
Yes, at My Mental Vitamins, which honestly I need to be more active with, but
it's
I'll
okay.
try.
If you need to reach him, he's good. He's very good. You can take my word for that. He really is. Thank you so much for coming in. All right, guys, we're going to take a little break and come right back.
Your voice matters, and it's making a difference. In January 2023, you are invited to share valuable feedback on the draft regulations for our National Identification System, NIDS. Thanks to your input, these regulations have been enhanced and are now being tabled for Parliament's consideration. Follow the debates and get the latest updates on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Together, we're building a brighter, more secure future for Jamaica.
This outstanding 6'4" athlete credits Jamaica with her first Olympic victory ever.
Jamaica is filled with Olympians.
World record holder McKinley dashes into the lead.
We must never forget the forerunners of Jamaican Olympic greatness.
Coming into the home stretch, it's Wint who challenges the leader.
Win or lose, athletes never forget their Olympic experience.
Melly Notti has devastated another world-class field. And Hemmings is going to do it. Hemmings wins it. She's the champion. A personal...
Win or lose, Jamaicans will cheer the loudest at the Olympics so that the world will never forget who we are.
And Usain Bolt is moving away. And Jamaica retain their title. And the world record has been taken apart. Oh, I say.
From July 26 to August 11, tune in only to Nationwide 90 FM for the coverage of the 2024 Paris Olympic Games, because we're here to ensure that you never forget. Nationwide's coverage is powered by our bronze sponsors: National Road Operating and Construction Company Limited, Digicel, Grace Foods, Spirits of Jamaica, Imperial Optical Jamaica, and Rainforest Caribbean.
News on the go. The latest stories from Jamaica and around the world are literally a finger tap away. Keep up to date with Team Revolution 24 hours a day online via nationwideradiojm.com. Listen live, read the latest stories, hear every soundbite. Be a part of the vibrant online debate via Facebook and Twitter. Now you can get all your favorite premium Nationwide content at your convenience. Visit the Android Play Store and download it for free today. NationwideRadioJM.com. All day, every day. Team Revolution.
You deserve a beautiful home. Join the expert Karen Booker, your design diva, this and every Saturday at 1 to 2 p.m. here on Nationwide 90 FM. Learn what's really behind the design. Access insights and hacks that'll have your home looking like it was snatched from a magazine cover. From cushions to curtains, choosing colors to carpets, Karen will teach you the secret of the pros. That's the Design Studio every Saturday at 1 p.m. here on Nationwide 90.
Dive into a holistic healing symphony with Dr. Denise Daly as she explores the incredible healing potential of the Nature's Remedies. Starting January 9, 2024, Nationwide at 5 hosts the Nature's Remedies from 7 to 8 p.m. every Tuesday. The segment bestows a plethora of organic wellness wisdom onto all listeners. If you're uncomfortable with popping all those pills, then embark on this natural journey and discover how the Nature's Remedies can help. Tune in for the facts that will transform your perspective on herbal solutions and natural therapies. That's Nature's Remedies every Tuesday during Nationwide at 5 from 7 to 8 p.m. only on Nationwide 90 FM, the new revolution in media.
Come join us outside with Pepita. Every Saturday from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. right here on Nationwide 90 FM. We bring you the views, the news, and we'll be cruising all around Jamaica.
Hey, surprise them with a bang.
Where the hot spots, raindrops, sunshine, we'll be there. Don't miss it, don't miss it. Outside with Pepita.
Sound off, Monday to Friday, on Nationwide 90 FM. This is Beanie Man. Give it to them, Saga.
Ilangoli benda den down low. Ilangoli den down low. Ilangoli. Ilangoli den down low. Ilangoli. Take you den down low. Ilangoli. Ilangoli rider. Ilangoli rider. Ilangoli rider. Take you den down low. Ilangoli. Take you den down low. Ilangoli. Take you go.
Yes. So you know, guys, it is Wednesday. It is Wellness Wednesday. And our show today is dedicated to wellness of your spirit, your body, and your soul. You understand? So joining us on the phone right now is Debbie Ann Salmon, and she is the chairman of the board of directors of the Women's Center of Jamaica Foundation. Yes, Debbie Ann Salmon, are you there? Hello? Miss Salmon? Hello? Hi.
Yes, I am here.
You are. Welcome to the show.
I muted myself. I'm so sorry.
I know how that is. Okay, so welcome to the space, and thank you for joining us today. Where on Wednesdays we talk all things wellness. Mm-hmm. Right. So can you just let us know what is the focus of the Women's Center of Jamaica?
Okay, first of all, thank you so much for having me on your program. I think this is just a great opportunity for me to just tell and remind Jamaica again about this very important organization, agency of the government of Jamaica, called the Women's Center of Jamaica Foundation, where we cater to the needs of pregnant teenagers, adolescent mothers, we like to call them. So you may see them on the street, on Trafalgar Road.
I see them.
Yes, because we're located right across from the.
Hold on a minute, Miss Salmon. Hold on. Your line is breaking up. Hello. All right. Okay, we're going to try to call you back because we want to hear what you're saying, but your line, unfortunately, was breaking up a while ago. So just hang up and we'll call you right back.
If I had the wings like a dove, if I had the wings like a dove, I would fly away, fly away.
Let me just tell you something. DJ Jerome is taking us back. So it is even before me. So you know how back that gone. So we are back on the phone with Debbie Ann Salmon. You there? Oh, okay. We have line trouble. I hear dial tone. You know from when I do hear a dial tone? You guys know about dial tone? You know about rotary phone? You know about real landline phone? I just heard a dial tone. Like seriously, so guys, for the young'uns in the chat and everybody who's listening, we used to have these phones in our home, right? That you would pick up, and when you pick up the phone, we're not talking about digital phone now, the press pad phones. You would pick up, and when you pick up the phone and this is what you call like a rotary dial. When you pick up the phone, you know what you hear? A dial tone. When you get that dial tone, that will tell you now that you can dial the phone. I remember my telephone number, 9252227. That was my telephone number way back in the day. Yes, I had a black, not me, because my mother, in my mother's house, it was a black rotary phone, and then you would have to like turn the dial. So when you dial the 5, you get to the 5, and then you put your hand in, and then you go all the way over, and then 2 and 2 and 2 7. Debbie Ann, you there? Hey.
Hello.
Hi. Okay. All right. Cool. Let's just pick up where we left off. So you're saying now that my lovely young ladies have this service that they can tap into, and sometimes we see them because I see them on Trafalgar Road, and I always wonder where is this organization? It's
and I
new.
hope when you see them, you make them cross the road.
Of course, I make them cross the road because they're carrying the baby, and they have the carriers.
Yes, because we're
going up there.
right in that location. That's us.
Right.
And what we do is we do continuing education for our young teenage mothers.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So no matter, so they will come to us at age, say, 13, 14.
Yeah, man.
Sometimes younger, not very often, but we do cater to them if they come to us.
Yes.
And what happens is we provide a space for them where they can sit their CXCs. If they're in third form, we facilitate the third form program right up to fifth form. Really? And they can sit their CXCs. The same program that the Ministry of Education delivers is what we deliver to our girls there. Nothing less, nothing deducted. The exact same curriculum. They sit their exams. In fact, we also offer sitting and gills if they choose to sit that exam. And we make sure that they're prepared and ready to go out into the society if they don't choose to go back into the traditional high school.
All right, so quick question now. I see the girls with their babies. That means that the babies are allowed to come to school with them.
Yes, because we have a nursery.
So you have a nursery. Go on, talk to me.
Yeah, we have a nursery there. So they don't even have to worry about the babies when they come to school. The babies are dropped off at the nursery. We have very capable and professional nannies over there that take care of the babies while they're in classes. The only time they have to worry about the babies is when they have to breastfeed, because we encourage
that,
breastfeeding for the babies.
So this is a curriculum that is structured around the young mother. Around the young, a safe space that they can come, no judgmental business, nothing.
Nope.
So let me ask you this. Do you have, because we just had a mental health professional here just now, and I am thinking that these poor girls must be going through their changes now. Not only are they mothers at 14 and 15, but yes, okay. So they're not only going through, they're just adolescent, because they're still adolescent, period. They're now charting the waters of motherhood. So tell me about that.
Yes, and we cannot ignore that, right? No. We cannot ignore that. We cannot ignore the mental aspect. We cannot ignore the fact that they are adolescents who are taking on a responsibility that they're completely new to.
Exactly.
Yes, and so we have to offer the psychosocial support.
Yes, ma'am.
And we also have to, through our counselors, make sure that they're mentally prepared, not just to take care of the babies, They have to go back out and face society.
We get into that. Yes. Yes.
Walking on the road,
with
the criticism, the rejections, the taxes that won't take them. They go through the full gamut of it.
Yeah,
right.
And what about the parents now? The parents of these children, which are technically the grandparents of the babies. What do you have support for them? So therefore, when they, all right, talk to me.
Yes, we offer. Listen to me now. It's not a play.
No, it don't look so at all. Come up there.
Oh, okay. And I need you to come, and I
lend
need
my
more
support.
Jamaica to come and see what we're doing at the Women's Center.
Sure thing.
Because we involve the parents as well. And you know something? Guess who else we involve?
Who?
The baby fathers.
The baby fathers.
The ones that we can reach.
Yes.
Right? The ones that we can get to. So there's a program for the fathers of these children. We make sure that the parents also understand, because we have counseling sessions with the parents, and through our sister agency, which is the Bureau of Gender Affairs, they also offer services that cater to the parents of these adolescents that we cater to at the center. And we make sure that everybody has a full understanding of what we're doing and how it is that we have to treat with these young adolescents that we have there. So we don't take anything for granted or anyone for granted.
And you shouldn't. So, all right. I know you have a whole heap, but just give me 2 success stories.
2 success stories? Oh, my God.
I know you have millions.
Okay, let me choose. The first one I'm going to talk about is the one where we had a student who was reintegrated back into the traditional school system. And of course, the school was skeptical, and, but they have to take her back because we have an agreement with the Ministry of Education that the schools have to take the children back. And so she was reintegrated, but because she's now a mother, right? She's not just a day student. She's a mother. She's a girl with a child. And so they were looking for a valedictorian in graduation year and couldn't find one amongst their other girls, right? Their other regular girls. And I tell you something, it was our adolescent mother that they had to turn to, who had 10 CXCs to make her the valedictorian. Can I tell you that story again?
Please.
It was our...
What them say about the head cornerstone? All right.
Literally. Okay.
All right.
And then we have another student who graduated, who is now a nurse. Oh my gosh, I cannot begin to tell you the length and breadth of this story and how she struggled when she came to the women's
I am
center.
having goose pimples, so I know
Never
I can feel
gave
it.
up on her. She is a nurse now, practicing in Scotland.
Wow.
And doing extremely well. We have lawyers, we have doctors, we have scientists, right? We have fancy hairstylists out there who have their own businesses running.
Of course.
It's no different from them going through the regular school system. So I don't want anybody to think that we have a
that is some little watered down, little fenke something
No.
going on over there. So please, no, Debbie Ann, tell me what's going on over the weekend.
The charity ball, haven't you heard about it? If you haven't heard about the charity ball, listen, this is the opportunity now that Jamaica has, corporate Jamaica, anybody at all who wants to give back to the Women's Center. We are having this charity ball to raise funds.
Of course.
Right, for our
well-needed funds.
Stream program.
Yes.
Which is our program for the adolescent mothers. It's a long abbreviation, but it stands for the advancement of secondary, tertiary, remedial education for adolescent mothers. This is the program that helps them to finish their CXCs, and also it goes beyond the CXCs. We help them with tertiary education as well.
Yes.
But as you know, it's a government program.
Of course.
We don't get a lot of funding from the government enough, right? And so we have to do what Jamaicans say, you have to turn your hand, make fashion.
And what I mean, and a ball is, let me tell you, and a charity ball. So guys, you get, and what is how do we get tickets?
The Women's Center, just call the Women's Center.
What's the number?
Right? You can call my number, 770-6597.
Say it again.
Debbie Salmon, 770-6597.
Okay, really quickly.
Don't complain about the price of the ticket. It's a fundraiser.
How much is the How much is the price?
It's $30,000.
$30,000.
Paying for a girl's education
Yes,
for
you are.
a year.
Okay, so even if, Debbie Ann, so therefore, if somebody can't reach the 30 grand to buy a ticket, they can give a donation.
Of course, we don't.
Them not going. Anything you have, just come. Just go, because we need, you need the help. So tell me now what it is that you need. Let Jamaica know right now what you need.
If you don't have funds, we have a nursery. I spoke about the nursery.
Yes.
And right now, our nursery is in need of renovation. The roof is leaking. We have. Ashamed to talk some of the things.
No man, don't shame. You don't shame. No, come on.
But listen, it's not just Kingston alone. There are other centers across Ireland that you can, if you're in Ocho Rios, we have one in St. Anne's Bay. We have one in Montego Bay, Mandeville, St. Elizabeth. Every parish has a center, and there are individual needs. Right now, I think we're looking to get, because we have to wash the baby's clothes and so on and make sure they're clean and so on when they're going home. Washing machines.
Washing machines, okay.
Yes, washing machines.
Right.
And of course, you need stuff to wash the clothes. So if you're a company that makes these things and supplies, you can supply us with that. We're not going to say no.
And even, let me tell you something, some of these big companies, these chains, the big box stores, have these scratch and dent sales, Listen to it's okay, they're not going to turn it back, so they don't need it pristine as long as it works.
Right.
All right?
Right.
So,
Exactly.
you need washing machines, the roof is leaking, what else?
Labor Day is coming up.
Yes.
You need paint.
You need paint.
To touch up the center.
So what color? You have to be specific. You
Yellow
don't know
and
that when
blue.
you ask for things, you must be very, 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 very specific.
Yellow and blue paint.
Yellow and blue paint. And we're not talking about a bright yellow either. We want a very
No.
soft.
And if you have white, we'll take the white as well, because that is a very neutral.
What quantity do you need? What quantity?
We have 14 centers. We need
14 centers, so they need about 100 gallons of paint.
Yes.
Right?
Enough.
We need 100 gallons of
It
paint.
can't go to waste, I
Right.
promise you.
Who going to paint the centers?
Well, each of the center is having their own Labor Day project,
Okay.
and people from the community are coming together as well as the staff.
Okay. All right. What about clothing for the babies, just in case?
Of course.
All right.
Diapers.
Diapers, yes.
Sanitary
yes.
napkins for girls.
For the girls,
if I
yes.
can say that on radio.
Yes.
You know, and listen, another program that we have is our mentorship program. So if you can't give in cash or kind, mentorship.
Yes.
If you're a person that can mentor someone, please give us a call because these girls need it.
They need it.
They need it.
And the thing
they
about
need
it
to
is
see
with
that Jamaica
mentorship,
cares, you know?
you really feel so good when you finish. You really, you know, it's like you've given back. You have really stepped into your purpose, and you never know whose life you can impact by mentoring.
You never know. You never know. And that's one of the greatest joys for me when these girls leave and you hear how well they're doing out there afterwards.
Absolutely.
And you see it.
And you see it.
You know, you feel like, yes, I did something.
You see, the greatest thing to me is like when you have these centers with a non-judgmental attitude, when it's a safe space so these girls can come in. We don't know the situations as to why or what
5 days
and
a week.
whatever. And they're there and they're learning and they're taking their life back. You know, and they're saying, no, this pregnancy, yes, it happened and I birthed a beautiful baby. But now we're going to get back to brass tacks and we're going to continue our journey.
Yes.
You know, and this
Yes.
is it for me. So give us your information again because there's
So
a charity
it's the
ball.
Women's Center of Jamaica Foundation. Call me, 770-6597, Debbie Salmon. I am the chairman of the board of directors.
Yes.
And we can talk, and I will, if you want to come and have a walkthrough to see that what I'm saying is actually so, feel free.
What's the address?
You know?
What's the address of the center?
It's okay, so it's weird. I have to give you directions.
It's okay, but we can Google it, right?
Yes, you can.
We
Google
can
it.
Google
it's
it.
on Abbeydale Road.
Abbeydale Road.
Even though you can see the center from Trafalgar, the entrance is on Abbeydale Road.
Like you're going for Bridget's over there.
I was just gonna say the same road that takes to Bridget Sandals,
Where is
and
the
we're
Sandals?
at the end of that road.
All right, exactly.
If I had told you the address, you would have been confused.
We would have been confused, but most of Jamaica know exactly where that
Yes.
sandal place is, so that
So
is
I
where
give you
you're
a
fine.
landmark. Bridget
All right,
Sandals,
okay.
same road.
All right, darling. Thank you
Yes.
so very much for sharing space with us
You are
today. And let me
welcome.
tell you something. You enlightened all of us about this
I
center.
hope so.
Because we see the girls, but we don't know where the center is. We don't know what the service is. We just
Yes.
don't know. So I thank you so very much from the bottom of my heart for
You're
what
welcome.
you do, your contribution, because it's huge.
You're welcome.
It's huge.
Yes.
All right. Thank you so
And I
very
just
much.
ask you to be nice to them when you see them on the road. Give them a drive sometimes, and they're going on to halfway tree, you know?
Yes.
So just be nice to them.
Okay, darling. You
That's
take
also
care
you
now.
contributing.
Just be nice. Just be nice.
Yes.
It doesn't hurt to smile and be nice. All righty. Thank you so much. All right, guys, we're going to take a little
Great.
break. Okay, all right. So here's the thing now. Guess what? You remember, I promised you guys a ram-packed show, and we did. And we came in on time, so you can congratulate me too. Round of applause for me because I brought in the show on time. Okay, like up the chat before you leave, please. People on YouTube, thank you so very much for sharing space with us and, of course, engaging.
Yes, we appreciate you.
Yes, we certainly do appreciate you. You're a ride or dies, and we really do. You really provide that support that we need. Everybody who are, if you're on the road, if you're riding around and you hear us, yes, don't think we forget you because we know you're there. As a matter of fact, sometimes we take you for granted, because we know you're there, and we know, and you are the guys that come up to us when we're in the street and say, you know what, I listen, and this is the feedback. So we thank you, and we thank you, and we thank you, and we thank you. So we have some people to thank, of course. Rochelle Pinnock, and of course, Jareen Campbell, our producers who put these shows together every day. Their hard work, without them, me and Jerome is just talent, it's for them show. We're just here to deliver the news and the message. All right, and then we have our studio engineer, Mr. Jermaine Pinnock, aka Rezzy, and yes, DJ Jerome, of course, who just entertained us today with some way. So Razzie, I just heard some music. I just heard a while ago that Razzie and Rush. I did. Hold on. I said, oh, okay. So Razzie, him don't name Jermaine Pinnock. Him name Jermaine Smith. And he just said a while ago when he married Rochelle, but it's only in there all while and whatnot, what's in the name? All right, so you stick around, please, for the other half of the entertainment block. Of course, it's the E-Zone with the Stinger Honeybee, Kareem Boyatings, and the new kid on the block, who is DJ Kevy. All right, guys, see you tomorrow. We promise we'll be back.
Different scene. I and I man Cali weed. I and I man queen. Everything was irate. Getting in the groove. I just come down to movement when someone said, don't move. Well, it must be a dopey Aragon man. I man not find out yet. I and I so frightened. All the dark and name I think. Sunday gone, I jump on a minibus. I really late, but it's not my fault. And when we nearly reach by the terminus, I feel the bus come a halt. Well, the caram goes down by the roundabout, but just as if that could not suffice, I bred a run to the bus and start to shout. You should have found a rise from good river, good. Everybody gets ready to do the rock steam. It's Babylon time this year. Don't lose the beat now. Just dip your head down.
So long, farewell to you, my friends. Goodbye for now, until we meet again. I say so long, farewell to you, my friends. Goodbye for now, until we meet again. It's been great to play and sing together in the box, and now it's time to say goodbye. So long, farewell to you, my friends. Goodbye for now, until